Following our 3-night stay on Koh Island, we were off to our next stop, which was Koh Lanta. It's a small island, and we did take a smaller ferry than we took to Koh Island that we took from Phuket. This ferry was a lot smaller, and it did make me a bit seasick. Upon arrival, you are met at the entrance. You have to pay a fee to enter the island, and there's a small group of people there that give you a drink and a small pastry, which was really good. Upon arrival, we definitely noticed a difference from the other places we had been to up until this point in Thailand. Since it is a smaller island and it is off season during monsoon season, which was at the beginning of July, we definitely felt a difference. Most of the businesses were closed. It was very dead everywhere. It was quiet. Even when we arrived to the port, there were hardly any people there. It was us and I think 2 other people. Here you can see an area that I'm sure usually is packed was completely empty. So we sat there and waited for our driver from our hotel to come pick us up and take us to our hotel. The drive took about 15 minutes to our hotel, and along the way we could definitely see the difference in the sense of that there were not many people out. Businesses were closed. It was still really beautiful though, very green. It was quite different than the other places we'd been to. It did feel like a small island with not much to do. The drive was really nice though, and it went by pretty quick. We did drive along the water. Our hotel was right across the street from the ocean. The waves, as you can see, are still pretty intense since it is monsoon season. We did stay at the Lanta Seafront Resort, and we had a family room, which basically had 2 rooms joined together. So the kids had one area, and then we had a separate room. It did have 2 bathrooms as well. I mean, the property was really nice. It's small, and it was a pretty inexpensive place. It cost us around $35 a night. Once we checked in, we did decide to go walk around and check out what's nearby. Right there by the yellow area there, that's a big cemetery. We walked along and most of the restaurants were closed, but we did find one that we really liked. It was one of the only ones that were open. So we did decide to try it and ended up really liking the food there and the staff. So we did go back there the next day as well. It's a really cute place called Roy Thai, and it's right on the beach. We did sit inside though, but they had sand all inside the restaurant. There was a swing that the kids really liked as well. The food here was some of the best Thai food that we had on our entire trip to Thailand. As you can see, we were basically the only customers that they had. So we did have spring rolls. Those were really good. The kids tried different things. Of course, we had the Thai milk tea and the chicken satay. We had different curries. The chicken satay was seriously the best chicken satay I've ever had in my life. It had this coconut flavor to it. It was really good. It's fun to see. They had gasoline stands with bottles that were just filled up with gasoline, and you could go and leave money. There you can see the cemetery, which was next to our hotel. So this is the hotel that we stayed at. Next to it, there were a bunch of little shops and things, but again, they were closed. We did go out and try to explore a little bit, but again, there's not too much open. There was a 7-Eleven that was open and maybe a massage parlor. The beaches were completely deserted. You could see a lot of people just kind of left all their stuff in their front yard and would probably come back during the on-season and clean up and have it be really nice. But when we were there, it was basically as if everybody just kind of left. We went to another restaurant for breakfast. It wasn't bad. And then we just kind of hung out at the hotel and the kids played in the pool. So after seeing how it was, we did make the decision to leave early. Instead of staying 3 nights, we ended up staying 1 night and made the decision to just head to our next stop, which was Krabi. And we went there early. So we booked a really fun hotel for the kids and decided to take a shuttle bus, which came and picked us up at the hotel and took us to Krabi, to our actual hotel. When we got back to our room to pack, there was actually a really cute little lizard that we saw on one of the kids' shoes, and he let us pick him up, and then he stayed with us. He did not want to leave us. So we did decide to take him with us in the shuttle, and he came with us to the next spot, which was in Krabi. We kept him there and then set him free. So although we did expect the off-season, the monsoon season, to be quieter and more deserted, we did not think that it would be this bad. We thought that things would at least be open, there'd be some shops open, some restaurants, but since it was pretty dead, we would not recommend going to Koh Lanta during the off-season. So we were there at the beginning of July. Since it's such a small island, it would probably be better to go when it's nicer weather and things are actually open.